You're watching MMA Draft. I'm Frank Trigg. This week, we're talking to Tyler Meadows.
Again?
He's always hanging out. Whenever I talk to him, he's not doing anything. He's really not doing anything, but he does train. He does work out. He's actually one of the harder workers in the game right now, but he's like, what are you doing? Nothing. Sitting around, nothing. Like, you're never doing anything. What's your problem?
Dude, all I do is work out and talk to you.
It does kind of seem like your life right now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How's Michigan top team treating you?
It's awesome. It's a great gym, man. Huh?
Any new training partners come through there lately?
We get a lot of new guys, like every week, man.
Who's been the toughest new guy that's walked in the gym so far?
Toughest new guy. Man, we get like random purple and brown belts from other gyms that come in and beat us up all the time.
And are you taking a butt kicking, or are you holding your own against them? I know it's tough because different styles, different techniques. You're not really seeing that guy. Trust me, I go into some places, I'm like, oh, this guy kind of schools me. Go back 2 days later, I don't have a problem. But that initial problem happens right away.
I mean, you kind of get used to the people you train with, but I think we're all holding our own. A lot of the amateurs in our gym are ready to go pro next couple of fights, including myself. So I feel like give us a couple years, maybe a year or two, Michigan top team will be like a Jackson's MMA or a Team Alpha Male Alliance, any of those gyms.
Yeah, they're Michigan's actually getting the name's starting to get out more. Michigan top team is starting to get a little more notoriety. There are some guys getting ready to come out, and it is coming through, my belief, the smart way, coming through the amateur levels. You didn't have a big pro all of a sudden show up, and then that's how it got on the board. You guys are doing more of the, we're going to develop you from the bottom, bring you up to the top, and it's going to be slow. It's going to take a minute. But you said you're 1 or 2 fights away from going pro. Do you think it's one more fight, you'll jump pro, or do you think it'll be 2 more amateur fights, you'll jump pro?
Well, see, I have a fight lined up next month, and then I have a fight against Brandon Sanford, who's been on your show.
Yep.
I'm fighting him in April, and both of us have said if we win that fight, we're going pro. So it's kind of me and him are going to go at it.
Oh. And so when you fight Brandon Sanford, who you could also see here on MMA Draft, the winner of the fight between the two of you, whoever wins, is going pro the next fight.
Right.
What happens if he loses? Do you think he'll jump pro anyway, just to get in the pro ranks? Or do you think he'll stay back and go amateur a couple more fights?
I think it both kind of depends on. I think it depends on how the fight goes, because I know we're both right there. You know.
It could be interesting to see how that one pulls out. Definitely, if I think it's a quick finish, whoever loses will go back to the amateur ranks. I think if it's a long, drawn-out, 3-round decision, it's a battle, keeps going back and forth, and it's like a split decision. I think
it's going to be 5 rounds. It's going to be for a belt too.
Oh wow, that's a definite maker then. If you win a 5-rounder, that's a definite jump into pro for sure.
Right.
So now, why MMA? You could have done anything else you want to in your life. How come you jumped into mixed martial arts as opposed to any other sport?
I guess it kind of came natural. I didn't really get into like basketball or anything else. I don't know. I fell in love with it, man.
What made you fall in love with it? Is the striking, the grappling, the wrestling?
Well, I started out grappling. I can't really say, man. I just something about it.
It grabbed all of us in the very beginning too. We all kind of couldn't explain to our parents what we were doing. This is just what we like to do, and it's not really a job. We enjoy going to the gym every day and doing it. So it's kind of cool. It's neat to find that you can't answer it because no one can answer it really. No one can say.
It's like in high school or wherever, like on the block, you want to see who the toughest guy is. You start grappling with different people, and you're like, oh, I can beat this guy up. So I don't know.
Kind of like a competitive nature. It's the portion of the male. No. Well, Tyler, thanks for spending a couple of minutes on here with us. We appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon, and I'll be talking to you again after that Sanford fight because I want to see what happens.
Looking forward to it.